Okay, hi, I'm Kylie, and this is my integration of classroom-based physical education. So I'm going to share my grade level outcomes, the instructional effectiveness, a demonstration of the activity, and I'm going to wrap it up with some questions. So the grade level outcomes that I have are for a second grade standard. So from the Iowa Core, the standard is fluently add and subtract within 20 using mental strategies. So they cannot use pencil and paper, they have to solve it in their head. And the Shape America standard is strikes an object upward with a short-handed implement using consecutive hits. So, yeah, let's move into the objective, which is the student will be able to successfully strike a balloon with their hand into the correct hula hoop by answering an addition or subtraction equation. So that's going to be within 20, obviously, like the standard says. And the materials you will need are balloons, hula hoops, note cards, and pencils. The note card and pencil is just for writing either the equations on the note card or the answer that will correlate with the hula hoop, not for the student to use to solve the problem. Now for the instructional effectiveness. So benefits of integration are student engagement, authentic content, range of abilities, and connecting the curriculum. So if you have higher engagement, you're probably going to have less behavior management to deal with. You can pique the students' interest and appreciation by making them more engaged. If they're having fun, they're more likely to want to learn and keep doing what they're doing. You can modify this activity for high and low flyers. So, whether that be with the PE concept they may be struggling or excelling with, or the actual math concept. And connecting the curriculum to movement can help improve and maintain their attention, learning, and memory. So now for the actual demonstration of the activity. So here's kind of the model of how I'm going to explain the activity for students to do it. So the orange circles represent the hula hoops, and the numbers in them are the answer that the equation could possibly have. So there's obviously no pattern to these numbers. We just have 4, 7, 10, 13, and 19, all answers within 20. And then for the sake of splitting them evenly, I have 10 example students. So you would split them into two teams. And the first team of students would come up and they would hold the hula hoops so that team 2 can actually hit a hula hoop through it. Obviously, you can't hit a hula hoop if you can't hit a balloon if the hula hoop's on the ground. So then you would give the students an example problem. So one student would go at a time and you would say, okay, 10 plus 9. And if they answer it correctly, they would go up to the 19 hula hoop and they would hit their balloon through it to show that that is the answer. Now, they only get a point if they get it through the hula hoop and if they get it through the correct answer hula hoop. So if the student had said 13, for example, that would not have been right and they would not have earned a point for that. The students who are holding the hula hoops are just to hold them. Their job is not to move the hula hoop or make it harder. It's just so they can actually hit the balloon. And then to make this a fair game to earn points, you would probably want to set a time limit of maybe 3 minutes. So team 1 gets to answer as many questions as they can for those total of 3 minutes, and then they would switch, and the team would go to hold the hula hoops, and then the other team would get to actually hit the balloon through the answered hula hoop. So some questions to kind of wrap up. How can I modify this activity for struggling students? So if they're struggling with the actual math concept, you might want to give them an easier equation to solve, like maybe 10 minus 2 is 8. And if they're struggling with the actual physical aspect of it, you could have them step closer to the hula hoop to hit the balloon through it. To make that a bit easier. What if I don't have the right resources? So not every teacher is going to have hula hoops or balloons in their classroom, and you can do this with just tape and erasers. You could tape a square on the ground, and then you could do the same thing where you have an answer number, like 12, for example, and then they have to throw the eraser into the taped square to get it right. And that's still getting them up and moving, and you don't have to have hula hoops or balloons or a big open space. And then can I do this with any subject? Yes, you can easily change this with reading or science or any other subject you want to incorporate. So for reading, you could do it with sight words where they have to match the balloon sight word to the hula hoop sight word and they have to go hit it through with the palm of their hand. So yeah, that's my activity with the balloons and the hula hoops and integration of math. Thank you.